people in Albany, and the governor was slated to show up for lunch on Tuesday, and he was a no-show, along with Sheldon Silvers. But I tell you, the attitude is, and I'll say this, is cooperation, whether you're Democrat, Republican, or in the governors. My only thing to warn you about is watching. Let's hope they do get some of this Medicaid relief through.
Yeah, that Medicaid is a crusher, bone crusher. Especially in a county like Chautauqua, we have so many seniors who are on Medicaid because they need long-term care, they need other things. And secondly, we have a very high percentage of unemployed people who have no insurance, or people who might be employed, who've lost their insurance because the corporations are dropping them. So the insurer of the last resort has become Medicaid.
Right. But you and I will help anyone out, Reed. But you just don't continue to give without getting something in return. And I think that's my point. I hear it in the agriculture community. I hear it whenever I'm talking to people about welfare benefits. So I guess that's my point. I don't mind giving a person a hand up to help them up, but these entitlements have to be cut back.
How about unemployment insurance? What do you think of that? It's been going on now. People are, what? Couple of years into it.
I guess you can go. I don't have a great deal of knowledge about that, but yet, if here again, helping people out, but to go on unemployment and be able to stay on it for 2 or 3 years is really, I wouldn't think, not necessary. I mean, that's just something that really blows my mind, that you can go on unemployment for that long and you can extend benefits.
Of course, this is a new thing in this country, but in many of the European countries and other countries, they have almost permanent unemployment. If you, like in France, it can go on for the rest of your life. They reduce it a little bit as you go along, but you still can be on unemployment for 20 years.
But yet we do have jobs. Some of them aren't the best jobs, but everyone has to start somewhere. And you know, it's not like Haiti or even Egypt. Egypt does have their government. You mentioned that earlier in the program. But we have a very, I think, great form of government in this country, and a lot of people are envious of us. And we were talking about Haiti. I have many friends from our church that go to Haiti on missionary trips, but yet they have no form of government. I'm not sure there's a future in Haiti, for example. And I just had a friend now is coming home today from Nicaragua. She has been on a mission trip down there. So it's fine to go help these kinds of people, but yet you wonder, it's just like in Egypt with that guy, how many millions and billions of our tax dollars did he run off with because he was so crooked?
They said he had 70 billion. He was the richest man in the world.
Yeah, but yet he didn't help his people, and the people wanted him the hell out of there.
Right. As a matter of fact, his vice president was the chief torturer and killer.
Yeah,
that was his business.
Yeah, and the other thing now, those younger people in Egypt now have internet, so they're going to be educated. They're going to know what world issues are, and I think they've been deprived of that for years and years and years.
Yeah, well, actually, that's the first thing they tried to do, was shut down the internet, because it was, again, it's a combining force. It brings people together, unites them, and I just wonder if some other repressed people are not going to move up now.
Well, let's hope the bad people don't take over. But you mentioned in your report earlier computers, and I mean, there's a lot of seniors that they're scared to death of computers. But my mother-in-law, she has a laptop now. She corresponds, and so it doesn't matter if you're a senior citizen or a young person. And my Lord, if you want your computer hooked up or your cell phone done, ask a teenager.
Sure. That's it. You ask the grandchildren to come over if you have a problem with their computer.
Or you're hooking your television set up. Have your grandkids come over. They'll hook it up in a minute.
In a wink. They know what they're doing. And of course, the cell phones are little computers now.
Certainly.
Everybody has a computer. They're all online, and they can communicate, and you can't stop the communications.
But no, I appreciate the opportunity to come here, and I'm looking forward to another call before we quit.
There is somebody trying to get in right now, John.
So let's take him.
Doc, he's got to punch him in to talk to them. Let them know who we are. We're sitting here with Fred Crosscut. He is the, what's your official role now in the letter? You're the top man, I know
I'm
that.
the chairman of the county legislature.
Chairman of the county legislature.
And we try to work with the whole legislature, keep things together, keep people abreast of what's going on. I try to attend every committee meeting and oversee what's going on.
Well, you have an awful lot of committees. I mean, gee.
Well, we have 6, and here again, they've talked about reducing that. But yeah, we have 6 committees, and audit and control is the most important one, because that's the one that deals with the finances.
Finance. Very important, always important, number one.
It always is.
9% tax hike. Where'd that come from?
Well, here again, Medicaid. We had programs we wanted to, we're forced to do. There was just no way. the county executive, and of course he gets criticized a lot, but he had to cut 59 positions. We don't have the money coming in. The only money that we have coming in is your sales tax and your real property taxes. And that's the best that we could do. We're facing an $18 million deficit in this county. So we did use some fund balance. We cut some staff. We've merged some different offices and departments within that county government. And I really feel that we've done the best. And we could have cut less. But yet, we're not going to cut Meals on Wheels. That was one thing that was proposed to cut. And so there's some of those senior services, veteran services, road patrol, another one, roads and bridges. We control all the bridges, fixing them in this county.
Many of which are out and been out for 50 years.
Well, I tell you, that's...
We have 3 or 4 in Westfield. They went down, they said the hell with it. That's the end of the road.
Yeah. And airport, one of the things we do is the airport, and now we've set up an airport task force. You know, is passenger service in Chautauqua County here to stay?
Okay, caller, good morning. Thank you for waiting.
Oh, good morning. This is Linda. How are you?
Well, Linda, it's wonderful to hear from you.
Well, it's wonderful to call in, and it's so good to see you this morning, Fred.
Thank you.
This is Linda Spalding. She's married to a real old guy. Nice guy, sweet little guy.
So what's your question, Linda?
Well, I don't really have a question. I was just calling in to... Right now, I'm trying to separate the dogs before they get into a confrontation here. I was just calling in to announce that we have senior services with the Office for the Aging, and that, of course, I handle the senior employment program, and we've got computer training going on. And you were mentioning, was it your mother that's using a computer?
My mother-in-law.
Mother-in-law, I'm sorry.
This old geezer's using one, too.
Yeah.
Very active.
Well, the population of 60 years of age and over is the fastest rising population for computer training. And we have 6 computer training sites throughout Chautauqua and Cattaraugus County.
Well, I had 2 listed, one in Fredonia and one in Westfield.
One in Westfield at the Patterson, one in Jamestown at the Office for the Aging, also in Olean at the One Stop. We just opened 2 new sites, one in Salamanca and one in Irving. We're just thrilled about all of this.
Well, I think this is for seniors or anybody?
But this is for seniors who have no computer experience at all.
I can't,
Entry level.
I can't imagine there be any such seniors. Most of the seniors I know all correspond with their grandchildren.
Well, you'd be surprised. We've trained over 400 people so far.
Really?
In the past year, yes.
Well, that is quite a number.
That is a number.
It's so easy to use a computer. I don't know why people don't just jump right on. Have the grandchildren show you how to run the mouse, you know?
Well, there's a hesitation with seniors in the beginning, and I think it's because we were brought up to take care of things and being aware of things can break. And that is a concern. And so once seniors get past that initial hesitation, they realize that they can't break it unless they pick it up and throw it on the floor.
Of course not.
Then they
or one of those evil viruses the other kids send to you.
And it's a great opportunity because they go online with this, it's called digital training, where they move at their own pace and they're given instructions of what to do.
And they have a peer counselor, right?
They have a peer counselor, a peer coach that's with them through every step of the way to guide them and to answer questions. And then after they get through this initial training, then they get referred on to, if they're interested, to more advanced courses like, introduction.
Give me a number if somebody wants to learn how to operate the computer.
753-4471 in Mayville. In Dunkirk, Fredonia, 363-4471.
There you go. Well, thank you very much, Linda Spalding.
And thank you. And I wanted to mention we just had a computer training graduation at the Fredonia Senior Citizens on Thursday, and Kathy Young came as our guest.
Oh, what a sweetheart. She's the best senator we've ever had.
Yes,
She's done a lot to help us, and there's a lot of equipment that they have at the Fredonia Senior Citizens Center and computers that were received because of Kathy Young.
Oh, she got them a grant
funding
or something for that? Boy, she's brought a lot of dough into Chautauqua County,
yeah,
I tell you.
She
has really done wonders here. I know one thing: if she's going to carry it, the county. What do you think, Fred?
I think she's done a great job.
Yeah. Fred Crosscut, thanks a lot.
Well, thank you. Have a great
Linda,
day.
well, you too, and happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day to you.
Did that little old guy give you something for Valentine's Day? Has he got some candy for you?
Well, it's not Valentine's yet.
Okay, he's got it secreted away. For Monday.
Well, Monday is Valentine's Day. Have a wonderful Valentine's Day.
Okay,
Thank
you
you.
too.
Thank you.
Okay, Fred, she's quite a gal.
She is, yes.
She does a lot of work for the Office of the Aging, I
Yep,
know that.
I'm glad you called in.
Right, and Doug's quite a guy. You know, he taught math to half the kids around here, or something. I don't know what he taught, geography, whatever. But he was the teacher for a long time in the area. Okay, we were with Fred Crosscut, and we're kind of closing down. I'm sorry, caller, we're out of time. You can call back next time. We've got Fred Crosscut, and I'm going to give him a couple of minutes on his own without interruptions. I know there are a couple things you wanted to mention, and this is your time, Fred. So go ahead.
I'm just very proud to be able to serve as your county legislator. I'm also very proud that I could spend some time in Albany last week to really see how the system works. We've got many issues in this county that we're going to be addressing. I want it to be very visible. I really love the input that I get from my constituency and the guidance. I also love to get back to my constituents with different questions and different problems. And I'm always there for you. My number's in the book. I've thoroughly enjoyed my 14 years that I've served as county legislator. I'm also very honored to be part of the Sheriff Department, deal with the fire service. And I don't know how else I can explain it. Just sit back and look at the programs that the county offers and look at your local share dollars we put into them. We will have to make some tough decisions. This whole thing with the governor, whether it's education or whether it's Medicaid relief, it's going to force us to take a hard look at consolidation, shared services. It's just simply, there is probably many layers of government. We know that. Are there too many? Well, I think maybe there are. I think as far as schools, they definitely have to be serious about consolidating, doing some more regional school systems, and I've said it before and I'll say it to public here. I think eventually the Sherman junior high, senior high kids, there's plenty of room for them in the Chautauqua Lake School. That will upset some people. I know that we don't really want to lose our school in Sherman, but that could certainly serve as the elementary school.
Yeah, you do.
And I think over time, and this is not a topic we talk to my wife and my daughter too much at supper, but I know in talking to Marty over this week, Chautauqua Lake is going to have some ongoing meetings. I hope to be part of that because that school can use kids in it. And we can also save some salaries of some administration and eventually some teachers. And I do not see us eliminating teachers, but I see us eliminating teachers through attrition. And that maybe is stepping over my boundary as county legislator, but as John Hamill said, he and I met back when I was a school board president. So I appreciate your time. I plan to come back whenever you ask me and bring any more answers, more answers to questions.
I thank you. Thank you very much, Fred. It's good to know that at least we're trying to cut back on some of our expenses in the county.
We have to.
Got
Agreed.
to.
We have to.
And how about well, I guess we'll get into that next time. Chautauqua County, the best county in the world as far as
Sure
I'm
is.
concerned. It's the most beautiful county. We have a good government. We have people who are trying and struggling to deal with the economic times. We've lost money. Taxes are down because of, the sales taxes, because people don't have the dough to buy anymore. Because it's getting worse and worse, especially the food. The food prices are jumping every time I go to the supermarket.
Shelled corn is $7 a bushel now. That's insane.
Right, and it was like $2 a couple years ago.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, and
And
so
the same
that's
with rice,
yeah, and
grain.
Oh yeah, it's crazy.
Okay, Fred, we just got this ominous sound that came in. We're out of here.
Thank you.
Well, thanks for joining us. Fred Crosscut, the Chautauqua County leader, and let's hope the legislature. And let's hope that you come back soon, okay?
I will.
We'll have you over next month. Why not? I'm going to be gone for a while, but I'll be back. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. I want to thank some special, beautiful people: Chuck Kelsey, Devin Taylor, Chris Burt, Chris Ramaker, Randy Burt, John Hamels, Don Zenz, and Jeff Zook. What a time we've had. If you want to watch the show, go to YouTube. It'll be loaded up on Monday. May all that is proud and true And Noble abide with you. Give your sweetie a Valentine's card with a nice little